Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Valedictory session of the Partnership Summit, of the 30th Partnership Summit, and it's a great pride, pleasure and honor to welcome our Honorable Chief Minister once again to be with us. It's actually spent the last 3 days completely.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Valedictory session
Members who have
of the Partnership Summit, of the 30th Partnership Summit. It's a great pride, pleasure and honor to welcome our Honorable Chief Minister once again to be with us. It's actually spent the last 3 days. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Valedictory session.
The host of the Partnership Summit. Honorable Chief Minister, you and your colleagues in Andhra Pradesh have really, under your leadership, laid out the red carpet for business and laid out the red carpet for Indian as well as global business. Sir, through your leadership, we have seen partnerships developing between global businesses over here in Vizag. We have seen partnerships develop in the Partnership Summit between Indian and the global businesses. We have seen B2B as well as B2G partnerships, lots of governmental interactions between your government, other government, our government of India, and of course with even some of the other states of other countries participating in that. So we have seen partnerships also in terms of how business, the think tanks, the experts, the governments partner in terms of creating livelihood, in terms of creating partnership for education, in terms of creating partnership for health. And in fact, we have seen how we can leverage technology and technology partnerships. So it's all been about partnership, but these partnerships would not have been possible to have been initiated without the phenomenal care, warmth, leadership and hospitality that you really meted out to all of us and everyone present in this hall, and also many who have come and visited you. What an outstanding dinner, sir, it was last night. It enthralled everyone. We were all delighted that you have personally given so much of attention. And today in this hall, if you ask many of our guests who are seated with you on the dais, sir, they know what Araku coffee is. And they are taking bag full of Araku coffee back home, sir. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll hear some of the feedback from some of our countries who are present here as to how things went and how it is. And then we will, of course, listen to our Honorable Chief Minister. With that, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much for being with us for the last 2.5 days, which has been outstanding. Your participation has been the most important part also of this beautiful journey which we have embarked upon in terms of looking at India and looking at Indian states positively. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll first turn to our speaker from Germany, Dr. Rodney Rivera, the Cluster Coordinator, Private Sector Developments and Skilling and TVET, one of the very important facets that was talked upon. And I know the Germans did great business during the Partnership Summit over here. Rodney, would you like to come up here, Rodney? Come up here. Would you like to come up here, Rodney? Yeah.
Thank you, and good afternoon to everyone, Honorable Chief Minister and fellow panelists. It's a great honor to be here. It's been, in my view, a very great event. We have managed, along with my team from the GIZ, to meet with a good number of very active and very interested businessmen. So from that view, it's been a success. And the GIZ has been and will continue to work in Andhra Pradesh. I think we currently have 7 projects or 8 projects ongoing in the state. We have a project, for example, working in agroecology to reduce the carbon impact of rice farmers. We have a project that is working on the 500 gigawatts target for renewable energies in India. I think we heard that AP has set the target of 160 gigawatts from this state alone. And for that, we have been here to make connections for the platform for investment in renewable energies that the German government and the Indian government has launched last year. We are building that up to help the state to reach its ambitious targets. We have other projects that are ongoing, and we look forward to continued great cooperation and great work with the government of AP. For the CII organizers, I just have to say hats off. It's been a very, very impressive logistics operation that they have done. They have brought together leaders from all over the world, in fact, to help to promote business and to bring business forward in the development of the state. And thank you once again for inviting me.
Thank you very much, Rodney. I'll stay with Europe and go to Netherlands, the Netherlands-India Chamber of Commerce. Chair, may I request Dr. Edith Nordman. Edith, please.
Honourable Chief Minister, distinguished guests, it has been a privilege to be part of this dialogue here in Andhra Pradesh, a state that is clearly positioning itself at the forefront of India's next phase of industrial and technological growth. The government here distinguished itself with the Chief Minister and his ministerial crew that they are willing to listen to the business community and the entrepreneurs. And by the way, I have learned a new word here, which I will take home, which is the Andrapreneur. And this vision really is not only a vision showing it, and that's definitely something that I'm bringing home back to the Netherlands, that it is amazing to dream, to have a vision, but this government and this chief minister is also making it happen. He has shown to have done it, and he will do it again. And our politicians can definitely learn from Andhra Pradesh and these inspiring leaders. And it is highly appreciated and seen how vigorant and energizing the atmosphere is here, because quite honestly, to tell you the truth, when I first heard that the CII Partnership Summit would be in Andhra Pradesh, I first didn't understand until I reached here and I sensed the energy. And I'm sure that we from Europe not only can learn from this political leadership, but also do a lot of business together, bringing Europe and the Netherlands and Andhra Pradesh together and making it happen, because this is really where not only the ease of business is, but definitely the speed of business. And I've never heard and seen a state that says we will listen to you and make sure that the laws will adapt in a way in which we will make business possible. And that's something which is highly inspiring. I want to thank this enormous leadership, this inspiring leadership, and also CII for bringing the summit here. It has been highly inspirational, and I'm energized going back and taking business back to Andhra Pradesh. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Edith, for those wonderful words. I now turn to the other part of the world and go to another friend of India, Jody McKay, the Director of Australia-India CEO Forum and Business Council of Australia.
Thank you very much, Tandrajit. I want to start, Chief Minister, by acknowledging you and thanking you so much for hosting all of us here today on behalf of the Business Council of Australia. Just the energy that has been demonstrated by this state in terms of moving forward economically has been so inspiring. We are an MOU partner with the Confederation of Indian Industry, and so this partnership summit is important to us. To you, Mr. Banerjee and Mr. Menon, thank you so much for the friendship, the commitment that you give us as a partner of CII. We are greatly appreciative appreciative of that. And that is important because our two governments are engaged right now in negotiating the second stage of our free trade agreement. That is only possible when you have business working together. This could not have come at a better time for us because our Consul General, who is here with us today, hosted Minister Lokesh in Australia 3 weeks ago. I was very fortunate to be able to take him on the beautiful Sydney Harbour with our wonderful Harbour Bridge and Sydney Opera House, and I know he was impressed. But I come here and I see the beauty of Andhra Pradesh and your coastline, which is just breathtaking. So it's not just the beauty of this state, it is also the economic potential and the hunger that Andhra Pradesh has demonstrated to take forward this state. So again, Chief Minister, I thank you and the Andhra Pradesh government for hosting us. On behalf of Australia, thank you to all of you.
Thank you very much, Jody. Jody. Now we move back to New Zealand, the neighbour, and I have the pleasure and honour of having our Minister from New Zealand, His Excellency Mr. Todd McLay, to give his remarks.
Well, namaste, kia ora, good afternoon, and may I also start by thanking you, Chief Minister, for the gracious hospitality not only you and your government have shown us, but all of the people of this beautiful city and this wonderful state. It didn't take me long to get here, only 30 hours on the aeroplane from New Zealand. And when I arrived at the airport, the colour and vibrance and the wonderful welcome that we received was heartfelt. And so a gracious thank you, not only from the Government of New Zealand, but for the people. Can I congratulate you on an exceptional 30th hosting of this important event? It really is known around the world for being exceptional and driving great thought and direction when it comes to trade and some of the challenges that we face. But for my part, what I enjoyed the most today was the solutions that have been dreamt of, the opportunities that have been spoken of, and the real bonding that happens between the many of the countries that are here. Chief Minister, I think 19 trade ministers from countries around the world have been here in your city over the last couple of days, and each of them will go home not only with great memories, but an opportunity to talk about the real opportunity that exists here in India for the whole world. As with my friend from Australia, New Zealand is now deep in negotiations with India for a free trade agreement. My good friend, Minister Piyush Goyal, the Minister of Commerce and Industry, was in New Zealand just a week or so ago for negotiations, and I'm so grateful for the invitation to come up here so soon afterwards. The Government of New Zealand was formed not quite 2 years ago, and this is my 6th visit to India during that period of time. So much that some of my colleagues think I have an apartment here somewhere that I'm living in. But we're coming because the relationship is important. We see great opportunity to cooperate. Our governments think very similarly. We are working together well on the world stage. We want to land a high-quality free trade agreement that is well-balanced, that is respectful, and offers opportunity for every single company and every single person in India, and every single company, business, and every person in New Zealand. And so we're committed to doing that. You know, the world is always a challenging place. At the moment, no more so or less so than other times. But it is when governments come together and show direction, focus on solutions to the challenges that we face, that we enable the business community to stand up and do what we need to, which is trade with each other, form very strong, warm relationships, and grow economies that are good for people. So can I again, Chief Minister, thank you for your gracious hospitality, the way you've made us feel so welcome, the way you have hosted every single person that's come to this conference over the last few days. And I go back to my country to talk to my Prime Minister about the significant opportunity I see here and why we were so right to decide to build that relationship, and why this 6th visit won't be my last. I'll be back many more times. Kia ora, thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Minister, and I'm sure that visit of yours will spark off many more 30 hours journey between our two countries by many delegations back and forth. Thank you very much for your participation. I was moving to US from New Zealand, and we were also to have here the Japanese delegation, but they had moved about 50 kilometers away from Vizag to go to a plant, and they said that whether they need to come back. We said they need not, and so therefore we don't have them because they were very keen to speak. But therefore now I come to the last but not the least, my old friend Rick Rosso from USA. Rick, do talk about your experience with Andhra, which has been a long-standing one. Rick from the India and Emerging Asian Economies Center's chair.
Yeah, thank you, CB. As a think tanker, we're supposed to be kind of impartial when we talk about leaders and issues, but it's kind of hard to be when I'm in the presence of Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, who I've known for a very long time. Back in 1999, when I was with the U.S.-India Business Council, we organized a significant foreign investors forum in Chennai, and we had all these great Southern chief ministers just as we began to see the South begin to take off. And think about that all-star cast: S.M. Krishna, A.K. Anthony, Karunanidhi. But one leader stood taller than all for his vision, for what he wanted to do for a part of the country that not a lot of people are paying attention to. 1 year later, I was in Hyderabad, my first trip to Hyderabad, in charge of the business delegation that was accompanying President Clinton for that visit. And to see that one single tower hosting the event with CII, and it was such a deep partnership we had with CII in those times, to see that one cyber tower, but again, the vision about what Hyderabad could become, and to go back 5 years later and see indeed that vision had really come to pass. We're talking a lot about business here as well, but I remember, part of the reason that Hyderabad was chosen over other southern capitals was not just for the business interest, but Chief Minister Naidu was willing to cut the ribbon on, I think it was the country's first HIV clinic, and that was part of the reason that President Clinton chose that, because it wasn't just business. It's people to people, it's health, it's so many other reasons and issues. So here I am, my first time in Visakhapatnam, and hearing some of these investments, seeing some of the investments that are coming in, it is not hard to imagine that 5 years from now, this place is going to blossom just as we've seen other capitals blossom. Feels to me like Andhra is imminent for liftoff. Thank you, Mr. Chief Minister.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you very much for those remarks, and really going back in time, which means a lot and which shows continuity of commitment. Sir, now we turn to you, sir, the Honourable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, the host chair of the Partnership Summit.
Respected Chandrajit Banerjee, Director General, Confederation of Indian Industry, His Excellency Mr. Todd McClay, Minister for Trade and Investment, Agriculture and Forestry, and Associate Minister for Foreign Affairs, New Zealand, His Excellency Richard Rosso, Senior Advisor, Chair India and Emerging Asia Economics, Center for Strategic and International Studies, USA, His Excellency Jody McKay, Director, Australia-India CEO Forum Business Council of Australia, respected Edith, Managing Partner, ACG International and Chairman, Netherlands, India, Chamber of Commerce and Trade, and also respected Rodney Rivery, Cluster Coordinate Private Sector Development Skilling and TVET GIZ Germany. Respected Rajiv Memani, President CAI, Suchitra Yella, Vice President Confederation of Indian Industry, and friends. For the 2 days, you brought happiness to Visakhapatnam. Today you are all leaving this city. We are feeling very, very disappointed. You have to stay some more time here. You brought happiness and pleasure, and also we are very happy for your visit to our city. By this time, you have experienced our hospitality. In India, I can say always, one of the most beautiful city, Visakhapatnam. No other city is comparable to Visakhapatnam. One side sea, one side hills, and also beautiful people also. I am confident nobody created any problem for you. That is the confidence I am having on people of Visakhapatnam. For the last 1.5 days up to evening, I am very happy to see that 30 ministers have come from different countries. 67 plus sessions, parallel sessions we have conducted. We have discussed business issues, social issues, and also even company to company B2B meetings also. I am confident CAI has to confirm to me. You conducted so many meetings. I am very happy to announce this is the best meeting CAI has conducted so far. It is at far Davos. Always our meetings so far, we used to discuss investments. Partnership means only MOUs. This time we have changed that agenda. Exchange of ideas, knowledge, what is happening globally, what you have learned each others. 3,000 delegates have come. More than 650 overseas delegates. 60 countries participation. 700 B2B meetings. Yesterday morning I told one thing. We have to learn each other, understand each other, respect each other culture. I am very happy. Yesterday I have seen from Australian VIPs having Indian saris. I am telling you, you are looking more beautiful than Indian saris than Australian dress. I am very happy. I am seeing Council General also. She was, yesterday I have seen her. She was looking very nice. I am very happy you respected our sentiment. That too Mangalagiri sari. By wearing Mangalagiri sari, you have become now brand ambassador for Mangalagiri saris for viewers. I really appreciate you. This is what I wanted to do always. All of us, global citizens, different parts of the world, but every country is having their own culture, legacies, sentiments. If we respect small gestures, it will go in a big way for global good and also global harmony. Apart from all these things, I wanted to reinforce now, India started economic reforms in 1991. Mid-90s, IT revolution has come. First mover advantage taken by Indians. Third one, we are having an advantage of demographic dividend. This advantage will be there another 25 to 30 years. All countries are facing aging problem. Only India is going to have this advantage for another 20-25 years. If you manage population management, years to come, India is to go play very extraordinary role globally. I don't want to mention names here, some countries. Yesterday I had a personal delegation. Some countries represented to me, we are having problem of our technical labor. If you can send your people, we will be very happy to receive them, to take them. Even by giving skills, training, everything they wanted to recruit better skills for their countries, salaries, everything. That is the strength of India. And also in India, as on today, very strong leadership. Yesterday I told you, our Honorable Prime Minister is enjoying trust of the nation. People are supporting. Yesterday elections, that is an indication. 202 seats, he has won. All elections is winning. In India, so many countries we are watching, there are problems of leadership. India is having stable leadership and very, very progressive leadership. That is the biggest asset for India. It is going to help us for sustainable economic development. This is where we are preparing Vision Vikasit Bharat 2047. As on today, we are in 4th place. Next year, we are going to reach 3rd place. By 2038, many participants are here. You can remember, we will be number 2. 2047, unstoppable, India will be number 1. That is going to happen. What we are not saying proudly, India is having advantages. We have to go competition with other countries also. All of us has to work for the betterment of the people by having proper vision and also in executing all these things. Andhra Pradesh, we are having a very ambitious plan. 2.4 trillion US economy by 2047. Swarna Andhra Pradesh is our goal. Golden Andhra Pradesh is our goal. Per capita income, we want to reach $42,000. I am confident we are going to reach it. Even yesterday I told very clearly, we are in inspiring time. Technology advantage. I have seen 3 decades back. At that time, IT. That is only starting point. Today we are in AI, artificial intelligence age. Even in Andhra Pradesh, data centers, Google has announced $15 billion US dollars data center in Visakhapatnam. Now so many people are coming now. That is where, if you can see, Andhra Pradesh can provide green energy and also cost-effective price. Nearly 5 to 6 gigawatts data centers are going to come here. Lot of demand. That is how things are happening. All technologies, blockchain, everything has come. Even quantum computers have come. You can see today, one example I am giving you. My government is totally on IT-driven governance. We are having data lake. Every citizen, every family, everything will be online. We are having Aadhaar. That is a big advantage, biometrics. Even central government data we are integrating. I can take decision real time basing on merits. I can communicate real time. I can execute real time. That is through WhatsApp governance. Even if you see here, why I am saying we are in inspiring time, historical data is available. Everyday data is updating. And also real-time data we are collecting outside, either temperature, humidity, reservoirs, water levels, groundwater, soil moisture, wind direction, wind quality, everything we can collect it now. I can take decision, I can communicate to the last mile real time. All 700 services I am providing on real time. No citizen need to come to office. Now all corporate offices were watching. Because of data center, corporate offices are going to become redundant. Data center, artificial intelligence, tomorrow quantum computers, automatically it will compute, it will be communicated to the last mile. That is how changes are going to happen. We are leading in the changes in a big way. The day will come, personal medicine and also precision in agriculture and also micro management of everything. These are all the order of the day. It is going to happen in future. With all these things, I am confident, all of you, I have taken a very good advantage out of it. One is your presence I am really appreciating, and also I have done very good business also. For the last 2 days, I am able to get 13 lakh crores investment, and it is going to generate 1.3 million employment. That is 13 lakh employment. It is a very good advantage for us. By seeing this success, next year also, yesterday I announced one major decision in the country. We are implementing labor reforms. We are implementing infrastructure reforms. We are implementing financial and tax structures, everything. Now one more reform I have brought, that is escrow account with sovereign guarantee. This is a revolutionary thing in India. So far, no government has taken this bold decision. From now onwards, anybody will invest in Andhra Pradesh. The day you invested, what you are eligible as incentives, it will be delivered with a sovereign guarantee with real time. That is my assurance for all of you. Now you are all having technologies, know-how, and also resources. I asked you yesterday morning, sign one MOU with us, test our capacity, then you can move forward. I am very happy. You trusted us. So many MOUs you have come forward. And also we are going to, I promise all of you, 100% we are going to clear real time. And at the same time, what all I am talking here, we are going to implement in toto. I am very happy you enjoyed Aruku coffee and also our hospitality. Yesterday evening also you have seen our dinner. At the time also I interacted with so many VIPs. Everybody showed me so much of affection and also happiness. With this, I am again asking you, reserve your tickets next year, November. Same partnership summit is going to conduct this place. Next year, I promise you, I will take you one day to Araku, where in coffee garden along with the tribals, you can have coffee. That is the experience you are going to get next year. That I promise you to take that place. You have seen our hospitality. I am very happy. We will improve further. And also, you have done good business. And also, next time, I request all of you, you come with family. Take 1 day or 2 days holiday in Visakhapatnam. We will be very happy to host you. With this wonderful meeting, I had excellent. I have hosted so many partnership summits or so many festivals, so many events. Today's event has given me immense happiness and pleasure, and I wish all the best for all of you. Good luck. And also, don't forget about Andhra Pradesh. Continuously, we will be in touch with you. We will work together. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, sir. The Indian business, along with the businesses from overseas, have benefited a lot. And it would be most appropriate that Indian business and Indian business lead, Mr. Memani, Rajiv Memani, concludes this session with his remarks and how do we take this huge challenge and also opportunity forward. Rajiv, please conclude with a vote of thanks.
The Honourable Chief Minister, thank you so much. You have showcased India and Andhra Pradesh in the most spectacular way. For all the businessmen, policymakers, investors, I think it's been a great experience. Thank you for what you mentioned to CB, to CII as this being one of the best events, and partly it was that because you helped and you mentored in curating these events. There are three global mega trends. There is geoeconomics, geopolitics, which is driving how we build new relationships, how supply chain resilience is coming, and how advanced manufacturing is happening. There is the second mega trend around AI and technology, and the Chief Minister mentioned about what's happening in that space most eloquently in India and also more so in Andhra Pradesh. And the third mega trend is around sustainability and energy transition, whether it's the entire supply chain, whether it's green energy, solar, green transition, hydrogen. And in all these three areas, if we look at the entire curation of the policy that has been led by the Chief Minister, by his office, by his team, I think the entire learning process and what's happening in India, what's happening in Andhra has come out very, very clearly. And I had mentioned to the Chief Minister what I have heard from everyone who has signed MOUs. So this is just a warning notice for all the people who are signing MOUs. So as industry, as CII, we are trying to collect feedback. What is the feedback that we can provide to the Honourable Chief Minister for all those people who have signed MOUs in the last 1 year, 12 months? And what are the suggestions, what are the improvements that we can provide to him? And the uniform response that we got was, please don't give him any more ideas. Please don't give him any more thoughts. He's running ahead of us. We are blessed to have a country where the aspiration of the political leadership of the country, whether it's India, whether it's Andhra Pradesh, is far more than the people of the country. And I think that we are blessed as a country, and the purpose and the vision that you have and the honesty of that purpose and vision that you have, Honourable Chief Minister, that gives you the energy and the clarity to execute things. So as citizens of India, as citizens of the world, we are most grateful to have leaders like you, and we feel blessed. Thank you very much. May God provide you with greater energy, greater vision and greater vigor, so that collectively as a team we can help you implement the vision that you have for the betterment of the country, betterment of the world, and betterment of the citizens. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Chief Minister, for your extremely inspirational and notable valedictory address. Your deep involvement, commitment, continuous guidance and encouragement has been the founding stone for this resounding success of the 30th CII Partnership Summit. Honourable Chief Minister, may I kindly request you to present the mementos to all our esteemed foreign dignitaries on the dais. Sir, may I request you to kindly present the mementos to all our esteemed dignitaries on the dais. And I request our foreign dignitaries to kindly come forward for a photo op. Can we have a huge round of applause? Felicitating our foreign dignitaries with a memento as a token of our gesture, as a token of appreciation. And as a gesture of our Indian hospitality. My request our foreign dignitaries to please come forward for receiving the mementos from the hands of our Honourable Chief Minister. May I request our esteemed members in the audience to continue with the applause? May I request our other foreign dignitaries to please come forward. A huge round of applause for the special gift. And it's a beautiful handloom sari being presented to our honourable dignitary, and it is indeed so beautiful. Traditional handloom sari from Andhra Pradesh, being specially gifted to two of our female dignitaries, foreign dignitaries, so that they can carry a piece of this hand-woven gift back to their own countries. The beautiful hand-woven handloom sari from Andhra Pradesh. I request our other distinguished dignitaries to kindly come forward to receive the mementos. May I request everyone to please come forward for a group photograph. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a huge round of applause. We come to the conclusion of the valedictory session, and once again I'll request everyone to have a huge round of applause for Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh for his unwavering support for this resounding success of the 30th CII Partnership Summit. Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we will break for lunch. We will have the next session right here at the plenary session at 2:30 p.m. We request you to join us back for that session on civil aviation. Thank you.
Ramesh.
Members
who have of the Partnership Summit of the 30th Partnership Summit. It's a great pride, pleasure and honor to welcome our Honorable Minister once again to be with us. It's actually spent the last 3 days.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the valedictory session.
The host of the Partnership Summit. Honorable Chief Minister, you and your colleagues in Andhra Pradesh.
A huge round of applause for
Pleasure and honor to welcome our Honorable Minister once again.
Honorable Chief Minister, you and your colleagues in Andhra Pradesh.
a huge round of applause for
Honorable Chief Minister, you and your colleagues in Andhra Pradesh.
a huge round of applause for
A very good evening to all the distinguished dignitaries from Government of Singapore, His Excellency K. Shanmugam, Minister Home Affairs, Her Excellency Gan Shi Hong, Minister State of Foreign Affairs and Trade and Industry, Francis Chong, Director Ministry of Trade and Industry, from the Government of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Chief Minister Shri Narachand Babu Naidu Garu, Honorable Civil Aviation Union Minister Ram Mohan Naidu Garu, Honorable IT Minister Lokesh Garu, Vijayanand Chief Secretary Garu, along with all the officials, participants present for the important occasion today. It is indeed a moment of great significance as we formalize partnership between Government of Andhra Pradesh and Government of Singapore. It brings together Singapore's globally recognized expertise in governance, institutional design, urban management, and Andhra Pradesh's strong commitment to sustainable development and digital transformation. Andhra Pradesh is undergoing a phase of rapid transformation by developing Amravati as its capital city, expanding digital public infrastructure, and deepening data-driven decision-making across the departments. In this context, Singapore's knowledge system and best practices will be invaluable in shaping a responsive and future-ready government structure. This MOU establishes a framework for cooperation aimed at strengthening institutional capacities in key areas of sustainable urban governance, real-time governance, digital systems, and human resource development. Through this partnership, we aim to design a more efficient and integrated governance systems, promote sustainable economic growth, build capacities that will enable states to respond to the needs of the citizen in real time. Engagement will encourage joint exploration in key areas shaping the state's growth trajectory, from innovative solutions in land management, resilient infrastructure, and neighborhood development. It recognizes the good governance today must be data-led and collaborative. This partnership will help embed those principles systematically across the department and institutions. It also opens doors for developing digital human capital. This partnership also reflects a shared belief that sustainability and digital transformation are parallel goals, but mutually reinforcing pathway for a better governance. We look forward to the partnership that will not only strengthen governance, planning capacities, but also enhance the quality of life for our citizens through sustainable, data-driven, and people-centric development. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I now invite Mr. Francis Chong, Director, Ministry of Trade and Industry, Singapore, for the welcome and opening remarks.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Minister, Ministers, Excellencies, friends and well-wishers of the partnership between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore. My name is Francis Chong, I'm Senior Director, but the other part of my history is that I was head of the Singapore Amravati Partnership Office between 2014 and 2019, where we were much inspired by the vision of Chief Minister and his team. So I did not propose to go over the things that my partner, Sri Piyush Kumar, has outlined. I'm very happy to see all of you here in the room today, especially Singapore business leaders, because you will also bring substance to the partnership between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore. May I just say, therefore, that two things. One is that it is rare in life to be given second chances. So I wish to express my appreciation to my ministers and to Chief Minister and his team for their confidence. And I pledge to do my best to work with my colleague, Sri Piyush Kumar, and his team to bring this partnership to a very productive and substantive future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Francis. I now invite Honorable Minister for IT, HRD and RTGS, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Nara Lokesh, for his remarks.
As Francis just covered, it's version 2.0 but stronger. I think it's very important not only for Andhra Pradesh, for India, that this strong relationship go forward. And as a state, we're really excited that this should be a two-way stream. So Singapore companies investing into Andhra Pradesh, having of course access to various sectors that we can offer and vice versa. I believe that this is a beginning of an exciting journey for Andhra Pradesh and Singapore together. And this time around, Government of India has also been kind to support the entire partnership and to lead things from the front. I would like to particularly thank Shanmugam ji for being a great mentor for me, for this relationship, for this partnership. Sir, honestly, if not for you, I don't think we would have come so far. And as Francis said, we wouldn't have been given a second chance all over again. I would like to thank you personally from bottom of my heart for giving us a second chance. As all of you know, my Chief Minister is a very impatient politician. He likes things to be done as of yesterday. For us to achieve, do things right, a lot of capacity needs to be built into our service, into our ecosystem. And this is something that Francis and I spoke multiple times about. We've interacted, we've discussed. But rest assured, beyond the agreement that we're today going to make, we look forward to sort of expanding the scope, making it a meaningful engagement. I know that we are on a strict timeline. We will deliver on the timeline. And as a state, we will try and match to the speed of Singapore. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for those wonderful words. And now I invite Ms. Gan So Hong, Honorable Minister of State for Foreign Affairs and Trade and Industry, Singapore, for your remarks.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm actually very new, new in Trade and Industry Ministry, new in Foreign Affairs Ministry, but I'm very excited and very honored to be allowed to take part in this very meaningful and exciting project. Before I came, my colleagues in MTI, Francis and Kame, were sharing with me how promising and how much potential there is in AP and also in the project for Amaravati. I'm pleased to partner Minister Nar Lokesh to co-chair the Joint Implementation Steering Committee and to guide our officials in developing and implementing the programs and the master plan that had already been developed some years back. The 5 areas of sustainable urban development, digital transformation, real-time governance, human resource development and sustainable economic development, which we have committed in the MOU. These present challenges as well as plenty of opportunities for both governments of India and Singapore to work together. And I am confident, therefore, that our partnership will be mutually beneficial to Andhra Pradesh and Singapore. I also assure Honorable Chief Minister that myself and my team will do our utmost to be good partners with Minister Lokesh and his team as we strive to create and sustain the physical, social and economic conditions that enable the people of Andhra Pradesh to lead wealthy, healthy and happy lives. I look forward to an exciting 5 years journey with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, very much. Ms. Gan So Hong has become the first female Brigadier General who brings strategic vision to Singapore's foreign policy. On that note, thank you so much. And remarks by Mr. Kinjarapu Mohan Naidu Garu, Minister of Civil Aviation.
Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, His Excellency Minister from Government of Singapore, Shanmugam Garu, and our young leader, Minister for IT and Education, Lokesh Anna Garu, Nadel Manohar Garu, Ministry of Vijayanand Garu, and young Minister from Singapore also. And all the dignitaries here and the delegation from Singapore, a very good afternoon to each and every one of you. I think me being here, the mandate is very clear. Honorable Chief Minister has visited Singapore on 30th of July, and he has promised that he is going to connect Vijayawada and Singapore very, very soon. So it was a mandate given to us, and we are very happy to share that tomorrow November 15th, right in the morning, we are starting flights from Vijayawada to Singapore 3 times a week. And all throughout the conference, when we talk about Andhra Pradesh, one word that you would have continuously heard is not just ease of doing business, speed of doing business. And we wanted to prove it in aviation also, in the connectivity also. And you know that in terms of relations, usually you'll see when it's a country-to-country relations, when you're talking about India-Singapore or India-USA, that is when you'll talk about country-to-country relations. But very rarely you'll see a state and a country having this kind of strong relations. So we are very proud to showcase that Andhra and Singapore have this kind of relation, and not just in terms of value or in terms of investment. The relation that we have with Singapore is a relation of mutual respect. It's a relation of cooperation, it's a relation of complementation, and it goes down long years. And we blindly believe in the leadership of our Chandrababu Naidu Garu. And Chandrababu Naidu Garu believes in the model of Singapore. So you can imagine how much respect we have for Singapore model. And now this is a historic moment, the memorandum of understanding that we are signing with Singapore delegation. We have a lot to gain from it, and it was with this idea we started the MOU long back itself in the term of 2014 to 19. Even though there was little turbulence, I think it is very much stable now. The flight is taking off and very much going to the destination, right destination now. Very happy to see the progress happening again. Singapore is almost a household name in Andhra Pradesh, and everyone knows that the way Singapore has grown over the years, it's been an inspiration for a lot of people, a lot of businesses in fact, and for the government also. And Singapore has proved that it is not about the natural resources that you have, but the human capital that you have. If you have the right intention, if you have the right vision, even the human capital that you can have, you can create wonders. And that is the kind of wonder we want to create in Andhra Pradesh with the help of Singapore. So very excited to see the partnership renewed. And I would like to see more and more demand picking up in this. We already have flights from Visakhapatnam, 4 days a week. Now 3 days a week from Vijayawada. I would like to see more demand coming my way so that I can put pressure on the airlines and service it so that we can go to 7 days a week. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a person who brings decades of experience in law, governance, and clarity of vision. Renowned for his firm leadership and policy making, he oversees national security, law enforcement, and public safety frameworks, underpin Singapore's stability and global reputation. May I now invite Honorable Minister for Home Affairs, Singapore, Mr. K. Shanmugam Garu, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Chandrababu Naidu, Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation, Sri Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, and Honorable Minister for Human Resources Development, IT, Electronics and Communications and Real-Time Governance, Sri Nara Lokesh, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, and Singapore are old friends. We in Singapore admire and respect his dedication, innovation and boundless energy. First in developing Hyderabad in the 1990s, and since the last 11 years or so, to develop this bifurcated state of Andhra Pradesh so that his people can lead lives that are increasingly wealthy, healthy and happy. The overarching goal of Swarna Andhra 2047. I shared with the Chief Minister a few minutes ago that in Cabinet, in Singapore Cabinet, we grow up, as it were, when I was a bit younger. I've heard first Mr. Lee Kuan Yew and then Mr. Goh Chok Tong, previous Prime Ministers, talk about relationships with India. We are a small place. We have limited resources. So we have to decide where we have relevance, as I said in the speech earlier, where our skills are and which states we can work with. And they would always talk about the exchanges with the Honorable Chief Minister in those days and say he's got vision, He's got clarity. He can get things done. And Andhra Pradesh is the place that we should encourage our companies to go. Not just our companies, but we should also do a framework and work with them. And I think you see the results in, parts of Hyderabad. You see the results, the IT parks and various other places. You see the results in various other governance models that were put in place. So now, I remember all of that. And India and Singapore have established India-Singapore Ministerial Roundtable and an India-Singapore Business Roundtable. It's been going on for 3 years. It's a structured coordination mechanism that allows us to supervise the relationships and which are the areas we want to focus on and how do we push. Because grand statements are one thing, but you can actually convert them into actions. So every 6 months we look at progress and we say what's happening. And I myself go through it together with the Deputy Prime Minister on my side and with my Indian colleagues. But again, India continues to be big, and again we focus on specific states. And one of the focus areas have been Andhra Pradesh, primarily because we understand Mr. Naidu, and he understands us, and he has visited Singapore, and he is an old friend of Singapore. So we worked on this memorandum of understanding. It at first said, qualitative governance development, what does it mean? Said, you look at Andhra Pradesh, huge number of civil servants, it means training civil servants. And then we said, okay, but we have done this before. About 30 years ago, we started with China. So if we can do it with China, we can do it with Andhra Pradesh. And I think literally thousands, am I right, Francis, of mayor-level civil servants from China have come to Singapore, periods of time curated specifically for Chinese development. So we can think along those lines. And our other companies can consider, what are the potentials, Visakhapatnam, other areas, and work with the Andhra Pradesh side, Nara Lokesh and others, to see how we can bring this forward. So, and you talk about human capital, which is the only thing Singapore has, but actually the human capital of Andhra Pradesh is helping to develop Silicon Valley, Singapore, and many other places around the world. So I think you can also put it to work here. So in a short while, my colleague Xiao Hong, who was formerly a brigadier general in the army, I didn't realize that was going to be mentioned, and Honorable Minister Nara Lokesh will sign and exchange an MOU that will establish a framework of cooperation between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore. And it will exchange knowledge, expertise in good governance, sustainable development, and it will also have a business focus. And I'm sure that both ministers will do their best as co-chairs of the Joint Implementation Steering Committee to make the partnership productive and beneficial. And to support them, both the Honorable Chief Minister and I have agreed to serve as advisors to the steering committee. I think the thinking is sometimes some gray hair, or in my case, no hair, helps deal with younger people. But the younger people have that energy to push things through. So it shows the seriousness with which our governments are treating this partnership. And it's a partnership that enjoys the strong support of the government of India and other well-wishers of Andhra Pradesh, such as the World Bank. The world is facing geopolitical disruption. It is important that friends come together, because if we don't have a globalized trading system, at least you can have clusters of countries, bilaterally as well as multilaterally, that can work together. And this MOU that is going to be signed today is not just a partnership between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore, but it can contribute to a globalized trading system between Andhra Pradesh and Singapore. You can have clusters of countries, bilaterally as well as multilaterally, that can work together. And this MOU that is going to be signed today is not just a partnership between Andhra Pradesh and
Thank you very much, sir. I now request our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu garu, to address the gathering. Shri K. Vijayanand IAS Chief.
Honorable
It is an
Minister for Home
honor
Affairs,
to share
Singapore,
Andhra Pradesh vision as we launch the Center for
Shri
Energy and Cyber Resilience.
Shanmugam Garu, Honorable Minister of State for Foreign Affairs and Trade and Industry, Government